Hi guys, Elite Fizeron here, and today I am going to do analysis on the episode named Missile Strike and the Tank City Toxicus versus KV-54. So the episode starts with Toxicus moving, and we see that the techno scientist is seeing it in some kind of a screen that is connected to his mind, and he can directly see it without his eyes. I can say that by here we can see that his eyes are not red. If he is using his eyes will be red. Then the techno demon master appears and he says, overload. The preparation is sorry for that mistake. Then techno demon scientist appears in front of the scientist, and then the techno demon scientist says, overload. The preparation is in its final stage. You will soon manifest yourself in this world. A couple of I can't read this. A couple of obstructing factors remain. The ship Bismarck is interfering. The sea routes and a new object, the tank city Toxicus, is moving along the front line and ripping apart our logistics. If we don't solve these little problems, the risk will delay your manifestation. My guess is that the Technodemon Master will get a real tank body that is almost completed, but the sea routes to get the supplies, the sea routes are being blocked by Bismarck, and this now new is Toxicus is causing more trouble. And here where my sentence might be wrong in my last video. In my last video I told that there might be a chance of technodemons and tanks joining together, but that sentence might not be satisfied here because the techno Then the Technodemon Master says, solve it. If my schedule is disrupted, there won't be a single kilobyte of your memory left. Unless use any resources, take any measures. Understood? Then he leaves. Then the scientist bows his head, and here we can understand that the scientist has some memory. So he can't remember. My guess is that the scientist has memory in the form of chip or something, and he can't remember with that chip, because the Technodemon Master said that if the job not, he says something related. He said that if the job is not done, your even a single kilobyte of your memory won't remain. And by this we can understand that the scientist may not be, I think so, the scientist took a promise from Technodemon that after building a tank for the Technodemon, he would give back his memory. I think so, that's what happened. I think so, the Technodemon scientist was actually a normal tank before this happened, and let's see what will happen in the next episodes. And this is only my guess, it is not still confirmed. And now let's continue the episode. Then the scientist says, we will launch the K-54 in the reinforced hull as close as the portal as possible. Destroy the heart and force it into stop moving. Then we can understand by this that he is sending. Here we can see that KV-54 is upgraded, and he even, I think so, he can even run in water, because at the back of the back we can see a part that is like a ship part, that is like a part of ship, and he even included many spikes. I think so that's just for design, and he gave the mission to KV-54 to destroy the heart of the Toxicus tank city, so that the so that the tank city can be forced to stop. And here then he says mission is clear and regain control of the line. Then they send toxic then he sends Toxicus and another, sorry, then he sends Technodemons and KV-54 and some Technodemons, and so KV-54 starts shooting immediately, and Toxicus does not need to turn back. He just like looked back with his eye, and that eye even rotated. And then Stronghold and Corrosion come outside the tank city to attack on the Technodemons. And here we can see how small. And here we can see bro, 1 minute bro. And here we can see how small Stronghold is compared to the tank city. Imagine if the tank city comes near a small base. That small base would be like an ant to him. And Stronghold is like not to be fun, but he looks like a cockroach to the tank city of Toxicus. Just imagine what would be the size of Toxicus. Okay, now let's continue. And I forgot to tell one feature of Stronghold last episode. Stronghold shoots bullets that contains toxic gas in them, which when hit the ground, lightly turn which when hit the ground turns the other tanks with no filters into the Toxicus minions, which can be proved here in this scene. See, when they hit the ground, these two tanks, wait bro, when it hit the ground, when a bullet hit the ground, here we can see that these two tanks are likely to convert into tanks, but they are not. And Corrosion and these three tanks start attacking, and here many tanks start attacking. And Corrosion, this is another feature of Corrosion, I think so, that he can become less visible to tanks. He can become less visible to tanks with using this toxic gas. And I forgot to tell you the specifications. Only the Technodemon tanks with holes. Wait, I'll show you bro. Here 1 minute bro. Here we can see that this Technodemon tank has a filter like thing in his back, in this part, and even this Technodemon tank has hole in it like a filter. So if toxic gas is released, these two filters can attack the by mistakenly, toxic gas can enter into these filters and turn these two technodemon tanks into toxicous minions, and only those type of tanks turn into toxicous minions and not other tanks. And now let's continue. And then here we get a scene of KV-54, and here corrosion, and here we can see him in the background moving, and then Toxicus somehow moved the other side. Bro, he's very big. He's very big tank. And how did he move, bro? That's my big doubt. And another one, he only uses small guns. He only uses small guns to attack. If it's an big, if many tanks come, then he uses this hull from this shooter or something you call it. Then he only uses small guns, but these small guns are effective. And corrosion goes beside of the battle, and he observes tanks and scans them, and he finds out that excuse me, bro. After he scans them, he finds out that this pipe, this pipe, I think so, that gives coolness to this tank. This sentence might be proved in my next scene, because he scans that and he shoots a spike into that pipe, and after that pipe gets and after that pipe gets cut, the technodemon tank just heats up and he dies. So by this we can understand that this pipe gives coolness to this technodemon tank or this gun, I think so. I can't understand. And yeah, this might be proved in the next episodes, or we might get explanation on this in the next episode. Let's see. And then he glitches and he dies. And then corrosion scans and he sees another two tanks. That then he understands that these two tanks give signal. These two wait, bro. These two tanks are giving signal to I think so the technodemons, and then he jams the signal, and this is another feature of corrosion which is very against which can be used against the technodemons very much, and this might help them occupy the world, because it might help the Toxicus to occupy the world. That is his plan. Okay, now let's continue. And then he jams the signal and because of that jamming, these two tanks die. I think so these two tanks work on signal and they give signal, or why would they die on that spot? Okay, this is a mystery, and I hope that then we get a scene of KV-54 attacking, and he launches a missile and it lands on and he launches a missile and he tries to shoot them with the bullets, but we can see that the rocket is dodging every bullet, and we can understand that the rocket is upgraded into self-aiming rocket, and then it lands on Toxicus, but it did not do a flinch of damage. And then Toxicus launches a big hull, and then all these tanks die. I mean, not all, but some get converted into Toxicus minions, and they start attacking. And Stronghold and KV-54 come face to face, and they start attacking each other, and they both, and Stronghold goes back first, not because he's weak, but he does. I mean, I don't know why. Not because he's weak, but I think so he couldn't hold up too much. And then and then Technodemons, Toxicus minions, Technodemons start shooting everyone. Then the scientist says, withdrawal to the portals, preserve the core of the forces, will return upgraded. And they all return back through portals, and they leave the battleground. And that's the and corrosion scans if any tank is alive, and first he finds nothing, but he finds that one tank is still there, and he kills the tank, and the tank dies. And then he scans again, but he finds that no tank is alive. Then he says they are gone. Then he goes to the Technodemon Master and he says, the first wave of our attack failed to achieve significant results. Then Technodemon Master says, first wave? The order is not carried out. Fix it. Do not let this happen again. Then he electrocutes then he tases the scientist, and he pulls into and he throws him onto the ground, and here the scientist gets exhaustion for the first time. That is very rare. And here the episode ends. And if you liked my analysis, please like, and see you next time. Oh, and one more point, and I will guess what will happen. Already we got already we got a leak from Home Animations, and I think so this will be the next episode, and it will be released on Wednesday, which is tomorrow. And here we can see that Ratty is holding a map and following it, and they have finally left a place which is covered by snow, and they might reach the base of tanks, and they might reach the base of tanks in like 2 or 3 episodes. And actually Home Animation stopped posting one series. I'll show you, bro. Actually he stopped posting 2 series. Those are he stopped posting 2 series. Those are, wait bro, let me search, and after searching I'll he stopped posting Land Cruiser episode. You can see here it was 9 months ago, and he even stopped posting KV6, the KV6 and Morok series, and we got the recent episode 5 months ago, and after that we didn't get any episode. and we stopped even seeing SMK, whose soul was this episode, which was 4 months ago. And the soul of SMK, who is the brother, I'm sorry, who are brothers, if you remember, and their soul was taken by Techno Demon Master, and he converted them into this tank. Yeah, bro, that's what happened. And these two series stopped posting for a very long time, and we might not get another episode of this more recent. Think so he forgot about this series. But why would he forget, bro? This series was too OP. I liked it too much. But he stopped posting. Okay. I need to check one thing. I'll confirm it. And wait, bro. No. Why is this? Where did it go? Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah. So, and this and he even stopped posting the videos of Polish tank. I don't know if you remember or not. There used to be a Polish tank. I mean, some might know or not. And this backstory of this Polish tank is that this Polish tank, Polish, not Polish, Polish tank, Polish. Okay, the Polish tank used to be. Polish means they are like cream color tanks. So they used to be, and the last episode of this Polish tank was published on this one, Dangerous Trip, Desert in the Wild. This is a recap video. I think so, not. I think so not. This is a recap. No, this is not a recap video. This is normal video. 1 year ago, and this here you can see something like that. This thing. Wait. This thing is there, right? This is run by a scientist who everybody call mad. And this tank is there, right? This is run by a Polish. This is run by a Polish scientist. Just now you saw, and that big tank is run by another scientist who is a friend of this scientist. And that's it for today. See you next time, and goodbye.